Miles, just what's your perspective of what happened defensively in that fourth quarter?
Just frustrating. Too many big plays on third down. I feel like we couldn't get off the field on third down. That's pretty much it.
How'd you guys handle when Johnny got that call? It didn't go your way. How'd you handle it?
We didn't like it, but at the end of the day, we still got to play. Next man up, it shouldn't be no fall off. So that's just how we got to deal with that.
What'd you see on that play? Anything?
No, I think that was just football. At the end of the day, it was just football. Like, there's nothing Johnny could have did about that. Like, he did what he was supposed to do.
What maybe went wrong on the end of first half and the end of game drive defensively for you guys to allow those touchdowns?
Just one big play, I feel like, was the problem. Just that big play allowed them to get closer to the red zone and eventually in the red zone. And then Brandon Allen, he a big back, so like allow him to get that close to the end zone, it just makes it much more difficult to stop them from getting in the end zone.
How frustrating is it when you guys largely kind of bottle them up and then just those one big ones that ultimately end up being backbreakers?
It's extremely frustrating because it's like that's where people talk about the details. Like, we just got to focus on the details. It's just that one little thing that can give them a game to like 30 yards, 30, 40 yards.
As you guys go into those end of half drives, is there a different approach than the rest of the game, or is it kind of the same?
It's a different approach. End of half, you know that they're trying to get the ball downfield as fast as possible. But then it also depends on how much time is left, how many timeouts they got left. So it's really it could be a very different situation depending on the time, depending on timeouts, all that.
Do these losses feel different when you let a lead go like that?
Yeah, it's terrible. This probably, well, to me, this is the worst loss I felt like because we had them. Like this one that got away.
What do you think is missing from stringing 2 wins? It just seems like last year you guys were able to have some momentum building. It's just maybe has been missing this year. What's been missing there?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I just wish we could be more consistent, but we all got to be more consistent as a whole. It isn't just offense, it isn't just defense, it's everybody. So it's a team sport, you know.
What's this next week look like for you guys without a game to prepare for at the end?
Just focus. Then we get 2 weeks to really prep for Minnesota, so we're just looking forward to just getting down and dirty, just trying to get as many details as we can, get as much information as we can, and just make it shake with that.
I know he's not here on game days, but what has Jim Leonard meant to your defense?
He's meant a lot. I go to him a lot to ask him to critique my game more so. He's very smart. That's all I can really say.
I know you said you had to keep playing, obviously, but when Johnny comes out, can you emotionally kind of feel what people talk about, like the air letting out of the balloon at that point? Because I know he's one of your emotional leaders, too.
Yeah, you felt it in the crowd, too. But at the end of the day, like I said, it can't be no drop-off. We just got to keep playing football, regardless of the call.
No, Coach B had said, especially some of those end of drive, end of half, like you guys are more comfortable maybe or play better in man and then maybe drop into zone in some of those. Like, what do you feel like about man coverage suits you guys to maybe have such a difference there?
We just depend on our guys to play man, really. And on some of those big plays that they got, we were sitting in zone, so it just allowed us to match up man-to-man. And the QB had a hard time going against man-to-man coverage. Like, once he was able to see zone, it was much easier for him.
You mentioned Braylon Allen's big back, tough to stop, but you guys were able to limit him for most of that game until he started to rattle off big runs, ended up with 145 yards. What were you able to do before that changed throughout the game?
Man, I honestly couldn't tell you. I'm pretty sure everybody was just doing their job up front. I'm already 20 yards deep, so he wasn't getting to me that often in the first half. But everybody was just doing their job. We just got to be consistent through 4 quarters. It got to be a 4-quarter game every single time.
Anything else?